All right, welcome everyone to the Orlando SEO Podcast. I am your host, as always, at Real Mark Daniels. Today we're going to be discussing in SEO Podcast number 2, what are XML sitemaps and how they can help your website. Now, the first thing you're going to ask is, what the heck is an XML sitemap? Now, if you want to Google XML sitemaps, there's a lot of free things that use that. For example, I use a lot this free XML sitemap generator here. If you just Google XML sitemap generator, you'll see it, XML sitemaps. This is a great free tool that you could use for XML sitemaps. So, to answer your question is, what is an XML sitemap? XML sitemap is how Google reads your website. You could blog all day long, but you still have to tell Google how you're reading it. So now, if you go to a website, and we'll just go to one of our main websites, Sitemap XML for iDrive. This is a document that we upload to Google, and we tell them what's on our website. And you see this has all of our pages in it. Now, there's a tool called Google Webmaster Tools. And what you do is you sign up here, google.com/webmasters. And what you do is you submit your XML sitemap under that. So, if you have a website, great. But if you don't have an XML website for that website, you need to create one immediately and upload it to Google Webmasters so Google could show the world on how it's found. And that goes back into the whole SEO thing is, hey, I have a website, but how am I not getting found for these searches? Well, because you have to go back into your XML sitemap and start editing stuff, and make sure that Google understands what your XML sitemap is all about. And there's a lot of things you can do inside here as far as priority. Obviously, your homepage will be your priority. But let's just say, you can see here, restaurants. I put that as my top priority. I put my news, I put my contact, I put my nightlife, and this is just for a singular website. But, yours might be a little bit different. But again, this whole SEO podcast is all about XML sitemaps and how they work for you. So again, let's go over that again. If you don't have your sitemap.xml file, you need to create one immediately. You can go to companies like xml-sitemaps.com for free. They will give you one up to 500 pages for free. Now, if you have a huge website, you can buy extra for that. Otherwise, if you have a web developer, obviously they should. If your web developer doesn't have an XML sitemap for you and doing these things for you, you should fire that web developer immediately. That's not an SEO company, because this is one of the main things on how to get your company on Google is through Google Webmasters, through an XML sitemap, and that is why we are broadcasting to you today about how important XML sitemaps are for your website. Again, what you want to do is you want to follow us on Facebook at Orlando SEO, Instagram at Orlando SEO. As always, I'm your host at Real Mark Daniels. This has been episode 2 of the Orlando SEO podcast of XML sitemaps, and we thank you for joining us.